Hello friends, and welcome to Pinkfresh Friday. I am thrilled to be working today with a brand new collection called Sunshine on My Mind, designed by Cassidy Demkoff. And it was the layout that I'm doing is a class project from the recently completed Create and Connect that was held this past weekend. And I watched the everything, every single minute, the introduction, the closing, and every minute of every project process, but I didn't create alongside. So this is the first class project that I'm creating, and it is I'm not going to show you this, which is the project book that has all the photos and the detailed instructions on how to do the project. I'm actually not even going to use that. I'm going to kind of go by what I remember from watching the class, and I will refer to it maybe off to the side, refer to the photo when I'm looking for placement of something. I'm going to be using this alpha, these puffy stickers, and these enamel dots. These are the flat ones and the shiny ones. And I've selected some these acetate pieces from this set of acetate ephemera, and some greenery from the floral ephemera, and a few icons from the just regular ephemera. So I'm going to put these, I'm going to keep these handy in case I decide to use more than what I've allocated myself. And I've cut the branding strip off the background paper. It is, the name of this paper is Go Outside, and it's this amazing palm tree paper, which I absolutely love, and I hate using. I mean, I love using it, but I hate that it's my last sheet. And Steffi Ried, who taught this class, actually used a technique that I have grown very fond of, which is cutting her white cardstock. She likes to work on a white cardstock background, and I do too very often. I don't always do it because I'm frequently in situations where I'm trying to use something. And she cut the white cardstock down to 10 by 11. So you've got a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here and an inch on each side. And the reason for that was so the palm trees show. You can see some whole palm trees. I will do the curling up. She just does the cutest thing where she curls the white cardstock up. Okay, this has a banner. It was created by cutting two 3/4 inch lengths out of the 12-inch side of a pattern paper, gluing it together, and then I used the instructions to as to where to put. She used glue dots. I'm using thick foam tape, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of place this on here now. I'm just going to commit. And she wrapped it around her finger, and I've got another bit of foam right here. She wrapped it around her finger, kind of at that, and then just put it down here. Then wrap this around this finger and put this down. The only thing you have to watch now on the third iteration around is you want this pink piece parallel to that pink piece. So this one's gonna go out a little farther and then come in, and you want this one parallel to that one. So I'll take this off. And then this goes right there, and I didn't cut any foam for that one yet, but I can do that now. I wasn't quite sure how long it was going to turn out, so I didn't want to cut it. And if I had anything to do over again, it would be to put this down lower on the page. But I'm going to try to make it work as it is. I've got a couple of, this is a very summery, beachy kind of pool, summer fun, sunshine, citrus fruits, you know, all those fun things in this line. And so I'm just going to kind of start adding some things. The first thing I'm going to do is add some acetate, this acetate leaf right here. I may put a strip of paper down here to make up for the fact that I have this a little top heavy. But for the moment, I'm okay. I'm gonna go with it and we'll see what it needs. This paper collection is absolutely amazing, and there's so many beautiful pieces to it. The next thing I want is, I think from the, we're just gonna embellish each of these things. I've got a lemon, I think this is. Right there. And I'll let it stick on there. I'm going to add another icon right here, and then she used this word summer. I'm going to use sunshine. There was lots of sunshine, but this was in spring when this trip was taken. Gonna kind of do that. And then as this rolls over, I'm going to use the alphas to spell little words that are kind of lifted off the page. I'm going to use blue letters to spell the word love. It's going to go right there. And I love how Pinkfresh comes out with a different one of these little alphabets for each collection. And I haven't gone out and looked. This has obviously the cool colors, the yellow, green, and blue. And I'll bet there's a warm color. I bet there's an orange, red, and yellow one available. Orange, red, and pink, maybe. This was a fabulous class. It was my very first Create and Connect, my very first Pinkfresh class at all, and it was really nice, really, really nice. I'm gonna do that and that. That's where my photos will go. This kind of, I'm gonna move closer in here. That gives it a little bit more rise. And she answered the question that I'm sure many of you have, which is, won't this flatten out when you put it in your albums? Absolutely, it will. But this gives you the option of putting in a shadow box or kind of hanging on the wall in some other way, and that dimension will show. I'm just placing those there for reference. Now, the title across here, she used Beautiful Day, and I like that. Especially I like it because it has orange, and Katie's carrying an orange towel, and Barrett has an orange shirt. So, but what I was more thinking I would use is the word getaway, because it kind of was that. And we're going to have some green. I think I'm gonna stick with Beautiful Day, and I'm gonna glue it on here so that the T crosses that little line there. I don't know if her line came in that same spot. But let me just put that on. That ought to hold it. And you just cannot see that line. That worked out beautifully. Now the B goes over, there's no glue anywhere except on the T. So I'm able to insert an ice cream cone here under the B, for example. And the word yay out of, let's go with the yellow letters, and I'll go with the dark yellow. I think that orange really looks great with those shirts. And when you put it in an album and it flattens down, you know, the day will show up nicely against the white. So it's going to look good whether you put it on the wall or in an album. And let's see, hopefully there's another, oops, there were two light yellow Y's, but I'm gonna just go ahead and use light yellow with my dark yellow, and I'm not gonna mind. And now right in here, there's a cluster with this little orange here. Let me kind of move this so that I can get that on there, and then I cut this to go underneath it. That's another reason I wanted the photo there. And what that is I cut these leaves off of this blue hibiscus. The blue hibiscus is too big to use on this page, but I will use it on another page, I'm sure. It will not go to waste because I love hibiscus. Let me put a little bit of glue here. I don't want to push it down. And flatten it too much. Okay, now I've got this with some foam that lifts it up. Do that. And I can insert the photo kind of like so. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive just on the outside there. That. I kind of defeated the purpose of that whole idea there by putting it up a little too high. So go there, and then it barely grazes the end of the page there. And when I turn this up, that may end up being a little bit of a problem because I'm going to do something like this all the way around. And that's okay. I think that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so we're down here, and here we have another orange, but it's kind of back behind here, right at the curve. And I'm going to put that on some foam. In fact, I'm going to put it on the thick foam to give it really lots of dimension. And if I do that, I have to put that kind of coming down. That works. Okay. And I'll put this I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a little bit off. It would have been good if I'd done this before I glued that down, but it would look funny if I held it up like that. Now, there isn't one in the example, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little floral cluster because you know I can't do a page without flowers. So I'm going to do it kind of down in here. Actually, I believe I need this for kind of scooching in right there. So I have to find something that isn't used. There's this yellow floral, and it's in a little bit different orientation, but I can sneak it under like that. And that works fine. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this in kind of under the orange, but not so far that that this covers up Katybug's little face. So I'm going to move it down and maybe angle it a little bit differently. Because I have to think when this gets flat, I still want her little head to be showing. Okay. Now let's see. On here, we do that kind of stays plain. The blue ones sort of stay plain, and we wrap these with twine. And I need to pull out my twine and see. I will do that off camera. My twine has been put away, meaning that somebody came and used it. And so the box that I usually have handy isn't there. And I have a few colors that are not the right kind. So the kind I need is someplace else. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to let it come down pretty long. And I'll group things on here so that oops. I'll group things here so that we're kind of adding some vertical space there. I'm going to put that S and U. Hopefully I have an N. In that color, and I do. That's okay. Now let me put this aside. I think I'm done with that. And there is a grouping here in her original. She's got a badminton racket and a shuttlecock, and the kids weren't playing badminton, but they were drinking happy drinks, you know, soft drinks, and playing with a beach ball. So again, adding to the vertical space, I think I'll sub in this umbrella, because those were definitely involved. We had umbrellas all over the place. I'm gonna go there. I'll just have it kind of straight on. And then I will do this little drink right over top of it or under it. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll have it kind of angled out underneath. And then I'm going to find the beach ball, and I think I don't know if I'll place it here. I'll place it there. And let me see. I've got sun and love and yay. And let's see if there's anything else. I'm going to wrap these two areas with twine, and it'll probably be white. This is just so cute. I fell in love with, I've been in love with Steffi's work for a long time. It was great to watch her create in person. But I fell in love with this technique of kind of creating something of a tray and cutting the white so that it's not the same width. It doesn't have the same proportions on right and left as it does upper and lower. So that just makes such a difference. And if I were a stitcher, I would actually do some stitching. Now, I'm wondering if I want to use anything else here. I think I could use a little bit of yellow down here. And I'm going to put this puffy sun sticker back here because it kind of makes sense that the umbrella's there kind of blocking it. And I keep wanting to use this pink fun, but I think I'll save these. I'll put them away because I'm going to make 1,000,000 pages with this kit, this collection. This is the most gorgeous collection. So I'm going to right now use, I believe, let's do the matte finish. Enamel dots. And I'm going to do combinations of yellow and white and a tiny orange here. I have to have that orange to really pick up the orange in those shirts. I'm going to come over here, and first of all, I think I'm going to lift this and curl that a bit, which means maybe these, no, I guess that's okay. I'm gonna do a pink dot, kind of right down there. Does that even show? It does. And then over here, I'm gonna do again a collection that picks up on that orange, a collection of the dots. And I'm gonna do them here. And I'm going to go with a pink. And I'm going to do a white, a small white one there. And then down here, I thought I would do, here's where I can use a large pink and let's go with a teal. It'll pick up on the teal there. And then I'm gonna do a white, a small. Well, actually, let's do a yellow. Okay, and I might use a single dot up here and a single one right in there. Maybe that one will be teal. And I think that's it. I'm absolutely in love with this collection, and I managed to get the vertical spacing just fine. And I am so super happy with this page. So thank you, Pinkfresh Studios. Thank you, Create and Connect staff, the instructors. Thank you, Steffi Ried. And I just couldn't be happier with this page and with these products. So again, the collection is Sunshine on My Mind, and there are all these bits that came in our class kit. If you haven't ever taken a Create and Connect class, it might help you to know that all of these things came in the class kit. They should, and more, you know. Let me grab a few other things. A whole set of papers. This set of journaling bits. This set of cardstock stickers. Another multicolor alpha, and all these papers. So, and the instructors and the creations that they inspired us to make. Absolutely fabulous. So I can't say enough. So happy Pinkfresh Friday, and be sure to follow the links in my description box to join in the hop and hop around and see how everyone else is using their Pinkfresh stash. And yes, this is absolutely brand new to my stash, but I absolutely love it. So thank you for watching. Bye.